탈탈 터는 거야.
It's locked, all right.
Finally, you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
I'm the only vampire in the room for now, so please indulge me.
All right, all right. What is it you wish to ask?
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed, and I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London, I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
By doing so, you will also create two separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen, as long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated as soon as they are spotted.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last, All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
죽어.
You don't deserve immortality, Mr. Dawson.
What? What are you prattling on about?
I don't believe I've ever met a man so bereft of empathy. You, sir, are despicable.
No! Wait! You can't! I made a deal with Lord Redgrave. I'll finance whatever he wants. Please, just ask him.
Sleep now. Rest now. Forever.
I would have lived forever. Who are you to decide my fate? Who gave you the authority?
하하하. 레벨 5. 이제 피 빨자. 쪽쪽 빨자. 열쇠? 하하하. 알게 뭐람.
Is it done, Dr. Reed? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn as expected?
Alas, Aloysius Dawson was not brought back to life after his death. The man is gone.
What? What happened?
죽었지.
He didn't survive the procedure. He was too weak.
This is unacceptable, nevertheless. You were given the simplest task.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Banished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor, and take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone!
좋아 좋아. 피를 빨았지.
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget, what are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Lady Ashbury? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
No time to lose then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Tell her I worry about her.
Do not, for she has had strength and wisdom for so much longer than you. Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
예. 와. 이 빨자. 아, 또 약이야. 약 배달이야. 열어.
You really thought you could betray Lord...
오예 오예예예예 오예예예예. 북사. 연속기 쓰지 말란 말이야. 싸. 자식들. 헬로. 좋아. 어이구야, 왜 또 심각해. 아유.
As long as you have the money.
Good evening.
I'd like...
Good evening.
You look... Well, then...
Thank you.
Good.
한 마리 끝.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again. The answer to all your problems, as long as you have the money.
어딨어?
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look.
There is no protection against.
Good evening.
His father,
Don't you...
faith
No.
last, but
How is the...
don't you hear the
I have...
한 마리 한 마리 한 마리. 한 마리 한 마리.
These are bad times. Bad times indeed.
하하. 빽빽.
When science fails you,
슌이 어디 갔지? 사람 찾는 게 졸라 빡혀. 어이씨.
Hello.
Hello.
Right.
템 많네. 좋아, 사버려. 열 수 있겠어. 사버려. 샤오슌 어딨어? 임마 어딨어? 아까 봤는데. 찾았다. 아 짜발라.
Good evening.
Wangshak.
Do you still...
Of course I do.
I know.
Maybe
How do you... I've no...
to be completely honest,
How...
my only
What are you doing?
I've decided
Giving up?
I am a rich.
That's...
I've no.
Why don't you...
I thought
Why...
I am a.
Goodbye, for...
Wang Shanghao.
How do you feel? You should...
Thank you.
Goodbye.
치료 끝. 구두 싹쓸이 하자. 왔다 왔어 피 빨자 피 빨자. 야야야.
You again. Have you heard?
It used to be a safe place. I'm not sure.
다 빨아주겠어. 따라와라. 죽어.
My sweet queen, who will protect you from yourself? Will you cry for me?
하. 도끼. 피 흡수. 헐.
Foolish girl and a prick.
Good evening.
Hello again.
Can I see?
As long as you have.
다 사버려. 할 수 있어? 냅둬.
Good evening.
Hello again.
Can I offer you?
Giving out for.
Perhaps I would.
Thank you.
따라와라. 죽어라.
Bastard. My boys will avenge me. In the end, I will laugh at you.
오, 샷건. 헤헤헤. 요아 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 요아.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Have you heard?
Called into the hullabaloo that could be heard coming from.
피야 피피피 쪽쪽 빨아먹자. 죽어.
You tricked me good, Doctor. Tell me, Who will take the blame for your murders now that I'm dead?
좋았어. 또. 야야야.
Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr.
Rufus, tell me what you really think about Seymour Fishburne.
Seymour, he just scares me. A lot. Actually, he scares many people round here, even big fellows.
You mean his brutality is infamous, even in this shady pot?
Yes, sir. How someone like that can be related to Mrs. Fishburne, well, it beggars belief.
The patience of a mother for her child knows no limits.
You're right. And I certainly didn't mean any disrespect to the woman who takes such good care of me.
Heard anything about Sean Hampton's shelter lately?
I rarely go near there, but rumour has it the place is restricted. Only members chosen by Mr. Hampton are allowed in.
Are you worried
I
about...
never really felt safe in this town anyway.
Is anything
Gunshots?
So long, Rufus.
얘는 봐준다. 착한 애였지.
Good evening, Mrs.
Of course.
착한 아지매였지.
What can I do?
Do you have any news?
I heard you can't go there.
Mrs. Fishburne?
I am afraid.
Then let me give you...
I thank you for your
Aren't you worried?
hate everywhere.
Goodbye.
착한 아지매야. 죽일 수 없어. 양심에 찔려. 또. 헐. 야, 피가 맛있겠어. 아유. 어차피 여기는 망할 거야. 나도 피를 빨기 싫었어. 싫었단 말이야. 더는 못 빨겠다. 이게 무슨 표시야? Don't shoot.
The beast must die!
나 나갈래. 치료 다 했지. 피를 많이 빨았다. 에휴, 더는 못 빨겠다.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'd like...
Wise choice, Doc.
동알로. 아, 맞다. 편지.
Damn. The pain.
Falling apart. But in the Good evening, Doc.
Your son asked me to find this letter, Mrs. Goswick. However,
I already know what I'm going to read. Mortimer,
we will talk about this letter later.
before you leave, take this for your trouble.
I have read your son's suicide note. It was not an impulsive gesture, nor was it his first attempt.
He threatened to kill himself a few times before. But I never thought he would dare to punish me this much.
Punish you? Why?
I've known for a long time he was not happy with his life. But I always hoped he cared enough to avoid making me suffer like this.
Mortimer is extremely vague as to his motivations for committing suicide. Tell me more about what you know.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die. All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place, but couldn't.
What do you think he meant by making the world a better place?
Mortimer has always been a sensitive soul. He wouldn't talk to anyone for months after his father passed. It's like he carries everyone's sadness with him.
Why did your son feel so useless?
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy facets of life. He couldn't help but dwell on such things.
Do you realize your son could try to kill himself again? He might succeed next time.
I think about it every minute. But I won't stop fighting for my son.
You're right. Your son's death was not fatal. And unlike many on their own, he is lucky to have...
I can't give up on him. I just can't.
Are you...
I heard...
Good.
굿바이. 바이바이바이.
My boy.
아니. 올라갈래. 헷갈려. 업그리야. 똑같네. 훨씬 센데. 리볼버 끝. 오 700. 이야 700 800. 와 이거 쓰자. 아 리벳이 없다. (300) 548. 기절이 없지. 야 이게 훨씬 세네. 기절이 없지. 하하하하. 업그레이드. 미치게 빨았지. 내가 미쳤어. 이렇게 빨기 싫었는데. 업글 32. 체력이 최고야. 팍팍 업그레이드. 졸라 비싸. 베리어 끝. 베리어 끝. 베리어 완전 끝. 10년 또 끝. (3,000) 업글 전술 어휴, 팍팍 업글 또 빡빡해. 에휴. 이천 베리어. 열라 비싸. 어휴. 또 시작되었군. 올라가라. 얘들 몰라. 망했지. 맞지, 망했지. 망했다니까. 다 죽었어. 내 말인 내가 살렸지. 입맛이 빨거라. 더러운 자식. 곤란해. 어휴. 눈이 검은색이야. 어쩔 수 없었어. 해피로 갈 수 없지. 게임 졸라 빡시어. 병원은 문제 없지. 깨끗해.
Ultraviolet curtains and orichalcum powder. Dr. Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts you.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for what he did.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. You aim to unleash another disaster just like William Marshall did.
No, I'm trying to put an end to it. Just like you are.
You're its progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment. Now where is Marshall? Speak! So much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true. Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood. The blood of a true defender of Britain. Stronger than your evil powers.
This is ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough. Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father. Come on. True light will cleanse you.
필살기. 후사이. 또 마시는
The blood
거야?
of a true defender of this
맛있어?
land will protect me.
후사이.
Freewind prevails.
아, 다 녹았어. 아유. 후사이. 쭉쭉쭉.
Close your eyes. This is gonna hurt.
해버려.
I'll take you down.
어이씨.
If you're so innocent, what?
우와, 예. 후사이. 쭉쭉쭉. 후사이.
We are the guardian of justice. Freewind shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
I'm not saying we could be friends, you and I. But perhaps we could collaborate to put an end to this epidemic.
Never! We are Freewind. We do not negotiate. We do not compromise.
There is no way you'll ever let me be, McCollum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now. For there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
That's where you're mistaken.
What do you mean?
I'll spare you, McCollum. I'll offer you the mercy you never offered me.
What is this ruse?
This is no ruse, McCollum. This is me letting you go. After all, you and I are both trying to save this poor country in our own way.
I'll kill you, Reed. Next time we meet, I'll end you.
See? Progress already. You called me by my name. Until the next time. Goodbye, Hunter.
박사가 어디지? 극장에 있어.